Hello and welcome team. Here's the video for our reference and guidelines.
Looking at the IM240 A&E, your box has just arrived and you'll have a plug lead hanging out the side of it like this. We've unboxed our machine, we've then removed the Phillips head screw on the front panel here. Remove the front panel and we will find our install kit, our cube guide and our bin switch. These parts must be removed before the machine is installed. We've got our head mounted on our bin now. We're going to hook up our water and our power. We've got our check valve installed on our tap. We're coming into the water filter, out of the water filter, onto the white connection on the back of the machine, which is our water inlet. We then have our drain fitting, which comes with the rubber ring. The rubber ring sits inside the nut there, and that is screwed onto the grey fitting on the back of the machine. The drain must run downhill. If it runs uphill, we're going to have endless problems of water coming into your ice bin, and you don't want that. We're now going to look at mounting the bin switch of the IM240 A&E. Firstly, we need to remove the drain tray. There is a drain yoke down the back corner, the back left-hand corner of the machine. We need to remove that. It just unscrews. Once we have that unscrewed, we then remove the drain tray. This gives us access to the bracket that the bin switch will be mounted on. Now the bin switch itself mounts on this bracket. There's a keyway and a couple of holes in the bracket, and you can see on the bin switch there's the keyway and the two mounting holes. There is screws within the kit to mount the bracket. Here's our little bag of accessories. We'll get to and we'll screw that up. Just removing the tape there, the bit of shipping tape on that. Now the switch itself mounts like so. Goes in through the keyway and we just line up the screw holes there. The switch is now mounted up. The switch itself will switch going backwards. The cable just runs across. Can put a few cable ties through it if you like, tidy that up a little bit, but it sits under the drain tray. That's okay. Lastly, we have the cube guide. Please don't throw this away. This is an item that often people don't know where it goes, so they just throw it in the bin. It mounts up on the right-hand side of the machine, quite simply. Slide it in there, and it just sits over to the right-hand side of the machine. Now, what we would recommend is maybe putting a screw or a rivet just through one of these holes or through both those holes. That will keep that in position. And that stops the ice hitting the side of the machine and taking all the insulation off that panel. Once we have that in position, we get our drain tray, stick that back in, and we're ready to roll. Once you've carried out all those instructions, you just turn your water on, turn your power on, your machine will start making ice. Thanks.